The only way you wouldn't know who Drake is would be if you've been living all your life under a rock. This hip-hop superstar's unparalleled sound and chart-destroying projects are something of an urban legend these days, and the biggest proof of his influence on modern-day music is perhaps the fact that every time he drops an album, it causes a cultural shift. But did you know, Drake's story wasn't always so star-studded? Drake's incredible art has earned him a plethora of accolades, including 5 Grammys out of a record-breaking 51 nominations, and more songs charted than any other artist in Billboard Hot 100 history. It goes without saying, Drake is one of the greatest musicians the industry has ever seen, and his success and influence only serve as proof of that. The man is the poster boy of pop culture and arguably the most beloved artist in the world in the current landscape. However, things weren't always so rosy and perfect for the rapper. The man we know today as Drake was once a young man bullied to no end, struggling to make ends meet for his impoverished family. It would be there that he would develop a certain resilience, a certain creative nous that made him stand out and be noticed. Aubrey Graham was born on October 24th, 1986 in Toronto, Ontario. He had a tough upbringing, growing up in Western Road in Toronto's working class West End. In the year 2000, he would relocate to Forest Hills with his family, a more affluent district of Toronto. His father, Dennis Graham, was a drummer for American rock and roll Jerry Lee Lewis and a black devout Catholic from Memphis, Tennessee. His mother, Sandra Graham, by comparison, was a Jewish Canadian English teacher and florist. Drake's life was far from easy, even after he found a more pleasant place to call home. The children at his school would often pick on him and bully him excessively because he was biracial and Jewish. Drake felt out of place despite the fact that he went to a public high school where the Jewish population was disproportionately large and really should have been a welcoming place to him. It was like he was a stranger in the midst of his own people. Drake told Heat magazine in 2010 that nobody understood what it is like to be black and Jewish. Drake or Aubrey, despite this, had absolutely no shame in embracing his Jewish identity. He and his family were too poor to afford a bar of mitzvah, so he celebrated his in the basement of an Italian restaurant when he reached the age of 12. He promised himself that if he ever struck it rich, he would throw himself a rebar mitzvah, and that is something he would go on to do. When he filmed the Become the Music video for HYFR, a song from his 2011 album Take Care, fulfilling a long-held dream, it was like Drake had never quite forgotten the little boy inside him, the one that had missed out on so many things that a kid his age should have had. At 15, Drake would go on to experience fame for the first time, and it wouldn't be in the realm of music. During his time in high school, he befriended a girl whose father worked as an agent for actors. This friend thought that Drake, with his charming demeanor and natural talent for deception, would be an excellent choice for a career in acting. The agent quickly secured Drake a part in the Canadian teen drama series DeGracie: The Next Generation. I think I said that right. Drake, who played basketball player and eventually paraplegic Jimmy Brooks, reportedly made around $40,000 per episode for his role on the show. Drake would make 100 appearances between 2001 and 2008, and he often credits his acting career with helping him support his sick and impoverished mother. Drake left high school to become a full-time actor, but things wouldn't quite pan out the way he had envisioned. After graduating with a retroactive diploma in 2012, Drake began writing rap songs even as his acting career was in full swing. He had first heard rap when his father's cellmate started rapping to him on the phone from jail, so when Drake finally got into it, he decided to pen some lyrics of his own. He developed a deep appreciation for music, and by the time he had set up a basement recording studio in the basement of his Forest Hills home, he had notebooks stuffed with lyrics that were his first steps into the upper echelons of the world of music. February 14th, 2006 marked a significant turning point for the young artist named Aubrey Graham. It was on this day that he unleashed his first mixtape titled Room for Improvement upon the world, adopting the stage name that would soon become synonymous with greatness, Drake. What began as a self-released project under the label All Things Fresh will lay the foundation for Drake's future empire, known as October's Very Own, or OVO. Room for Improvement made its initial impact by selling 6,000 copies in 2006, a testament to the early fans who recognized Drake's potential. The mixtape, featuring an impressive lineup of 23 tracks, owed much of its sonic prowess to the prodigious talents of Canadian producer Boy 1DA, a long-standing collaborator and kind-red spirit to Drake. It was within these tracks that the seeds of their artistic partnership were sown, setting the stage for a remarkable music journey. In 2009, Room for Improvement experienced a rebirth as it was re-released with a more concise selection of 11 songs. This new iteration also boasted a remix to the beloved track Do What You Do, produced by the inimitable Boy 1DA. Drawing inspiration from the likes of Kanye West and Ninth Wonder, Drake seamlessly blended his own unique style with the influences of his predecessors, creating a mixtape that resonated with both old school aficionados and new school enthusiasts. Room for Improvement played a pivotal role in building the hype that would precede Drake's meteoric rise to fame. Before the Grammy nominations, the coveted cosign from Lil Wayne and the iconic pop culture moments like the infectious Hotline Bling dance, Drake was a young artist showcasing his lyrical prowess in the underground rap scene. In the golden era of mixtapes and CDs, he honed his craft, branding himself as hip-hop's next Fresh Prince, spitting with everything he's got. Even as he continued his acting career on the hit show DeGracie, Drake used Room for Improvement as a platform to unveil his grand ambitions as an emerging MC. With audacious arrogance and an unapologetic flashiness, he exuded his confidence that suggested he was already at the pinnacle of his career. It would be this unrelenting flair that would shadow him all through his rise to the top. Enjoyed the video? Let me know what you thought in the comments below, and don't forget to check out some other content I've made. Thanks.